Happy Monday!
It's Monday.
You look so excited.
I should be. I'm done with work.
Yeah, you should be happy. I'm happy. Gosh, okay. It's been a few days now since I've gotten like good sleep. Oh my goodness. Night and day. It feels like you forget what it feels like to feel good.
And less grumpy.
That's exactly what I mean. So, wow. Okay, so I look forward to continuing this. The schedule is different. I wake up later, go to bed later, but I'm extremely happy to feel better. I think I can think more clearly. Yeah, it's awesome. I highly recommend it. But anyway, today we will be talking about what sold for the week.
Good afternoon, Manny Aguilar.
Yeah, and it's pretty late. It's like evening, 5:44, even though the sun is still out now because it's
Good
summer.
Good evening, fancy Floridians.
How is everyone doing? How were your sales over the weekend? I think our sales over the weekend went pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my question for you, and we're going to show you in a minute. Oh, thank you so much, Manny. Much appreciated. Good evening, Jayhan D19. I wanted to ask Michelle, because like our sales this week went well. How were your guys' sales? How did they go? Let us know in the comments.
I think it was because it was end of the month and it was payday last week. So a lot of people got paid, and I don't know.
Well, I mean, definitely it's always on the weekend when sales go up, and yeah, people get paid on the weekends.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna type on here what the topic is for today. But what I did want to ask Michelle really quickly, because she's kind of in charge of a lot of the operations of our business, is Michelle, did you do anything different this week? I know you're saying no, but what does no mean? Like what did you do? What didn't you do to contribute to our sales and how they went this week?
I listed quite a few new items, but I didn't really do anything significantly different.
So what did you do?
I listed new items. And
like how many do you think you did?
Probably 10. It wasn't much.
So 10 new items total in one entire week.
Well, here's the thing though. I have to say I listed a lot last week. So it feels like the listings from last week are hitting this week. So people are buying stuff from our last week's listing.
Got it.
And then during the weekend, we had a closet clear out. So we did that on Poshmark for a little bit.
Did that result in any sales?
No.
Okay. So
I did some more offers on Poshmark.
During the week, or
yeah, offered to likers during the week.
Did those result in sales?
A couple, yeah.
Cool.
But that was it.
So basically, I guess listing last week, and how many items do you think you listed last week?
Probably like 15.
Okay, which is not much, because we were recommending about a month and a half ago, to list and relist 17 items a day.
Yes.
So we hadn't been doing that because we had been busy working on sourcing. So we're actually going to have to go back. I think our plan for this week is to go back and do that. So if you want to do it with us, all you need to do is list new items every day. The magic number is 17, which is something we learned from 324 Finds. Bill, he's a full-time reseller. And cross list, right? So list across various platforms, and we use Vendoo to cross list. And if you want I think it's 25% off your first month, we have an affiliate code in our link in our bio. You can check that out. Absolutely love it, game changer. And so yeah, so we're gonna shoot this week. That's our goal. Hopefully that's yours too. Unless you list 100 items a day, then we have to try to keep up with you. But do it with us. Let us know how it goes on the daily, and we'll keep you posted on how we do. Manny Aguilar said Michelle's the COO, Chief Operation Officer. And
all right, so what was your favorite sold item last week? What are you guys' best sold item this past week? Please share with us.
Okay, so my favorite item sold last week. I forgot. Do you remember what it was?
I know, BOOMBOX.
Oh gosh, yes. That was my favorite. Was that last week?
Mm-hmm.
That was my favorite, and also like it was a bittersweet moment because I didn't want to sell the boombox, but we sold it, and that is my favorite. It's a beauty. You're gonna see it in a minute. So let's review the stats really fast. So we sold. Let's see here. How do I make that smaller? Okay, we sold a total of 25 items, which is actually about 8 more items than what we usually do. 7 were on Poshmark, 8 were on eBay, 4 were on Mercari, 5 were on Etsy, and 1 was on OfferUp. Our total gross was $1,676.24, and our total profit out of that was $1,220.24. And high five, Michelle, because that was a new milestone for us. It's our highest grossing week ever, profiting week ever. And it's so interesting. At the beginning of the year, we were doing about we had weeks this year where we did only $220 a week.
Yeah, 200, yeah.
So, yes.
That's crazy. That's 5 times more
100%.
than what we were doing.
Yes, it is. All right. 6 times more, I think.
6 times. So we're going to take you guys through different platforms and what items are sold. So if you guys have any questions, please let us know. So this first item is basically a remote that I found out of nowhere. I think we picked it up from some estate sale, and I never listed it. So, you know, we got it for like $1 and I listed it for $10. So it was sold as soon as I listed it. So if you have anything that's hanging around that's not moving, please list it.
And just a quick note, if we don't say that the shipping, that we paid for the shipping, that means that the buyer paid for the shipping.
Yes.
All right, here's my favorite thing sold. It's a retro boombox. It's by the brand Sharp in mint condition. This is such a beauty. The colors are like this purple, blue, and a red color. And it's also a double deck tape player with radio. Anyway, sold for $250. Our cost was $11.25. We bought this in a bundle of 4 other items.
So here's the interesting thing is we didn't know how to price this. Well, I looked at comps. They were going for $150 for the comps. But Marina absolutely loved this. So we were like, you know what? Let's mark it up because it's so beautiful. And I basically added $100 and I put it at $250 and we still sold it.
I mean, I think we could have sold it for more. I think if we priced it at $500, it would have sold just because, again, the condition is mint and it's just beautiful. It's just a beautiful piece. So it is what it is. Happy we got the sale. Happy it's going to a new home. Manny Egler 67 said, "Holy smokes, that was a great flip." Thank you so much.
So this next one, this is interesting. This was actually a return.
Sorry, which platform was that one that sold?
eBay.
Okay.
So this next one was actually a return. It's a Ninja blender parts. It's just like a picture with a couple of parts.
It's like got 3 different blades.
Yes. So we sold it on eBay. Actually, we underpriced it. And the person returned it. They bought it by mistake. We got it back, we increased the price, and now we sold it. Our cost was $5, and we sold it for $58.
This is like a success story in itself, because when we first sold it, since we hadn't ever sold it before, like Michelle said, we underpriced it, and we paid for shipping. So we ended up making very little, and I was so sad. So it was actually a blessing in disguise. They bought the wrong model. They returned it. Not only did we sell it for much more, at $58, they paid for shipping.
Yes.
Yes. So returns aren't always like a bad thing.
That's true. The next one, this is a 1953 Scrabble board game. We purchased this for $5, and we sold it for $38.
Now, did we pay for shipping on that one? Because I noticed this is the only one that has a shipping price on it.
No, they paid for it.
Oh, okay.
They paid for it.
How about the other ones that don't have a shipping price?
They paid for it.
Oh.
I was debating if I should include it or not, so this was...
Include it! Why not? It's good to include
everything?
it. For everything? Why not?
Alright, we'll include it next time.
But then it's also important to know if we paid for it or they paid for it. So this one here is another flip. So if you look back on our lives, we did a Pots and Pans Bolo Saturday. And we, challenge all of you every week to pick up one new item that you're going to kind of research for the week and master and try it out. Try to see if you could find the item, source it, and sell it. So we also do it too. So last week, or like we said 2 weeks ago, is pots and pans. We found a 13-piece Revere Ware pots lot. We paid $70 for it, and we sold it for $258 on eBay. Our profit on that's about 99 bucks.
And the buyer paid for shipping.
Correct. So, I mean, like, if you think about that, we drove quite a ways to pick this up. Time, money. We packaged it very nice. It's going all the way across country. So, like, this is like a service we're providing. I feel comfortable making the amount of money we made. Probably if we take away, you know, time and how much we paid out of our pocket for all of that. It's not much, you know, per hour or whatever with 2 people doing it, but it doesn't matter. Our goal in what we're doing is make a, you know, some extra side money, but also to, you know, reuse and upcycle items so that other people benefit from the items.
Correct.
We're providing a service by, you know, shipping the item to them in a quick manner. So Manny Aguilar is asking, was that used?
Yes, they were used. And
Yes.
if you're interested to look for this item, look for copper bottoms. Those are always valuable. So these are all copper bottoms.
All right, and good afternoon, 2434 Collectibles. Happy Monday to you.
Okay, this next one. This is something that Marina sourced. This is a Brother typewriter, and it's not one of those traditional ones. It's more the modern electronic typewriter. The person sold it for $10 to us, and we sold it for $168 on eBay.
Yeah, and it came with an instruction manual. So if you get a VHS, VCR player, you know, VCR player, typewriter, anything you get, if you can find the instruction manual, it will increase the value of that item. Now, this one was in excellent working condition. Person that sold it to us was a writer. He knew we were going to resell it. He had no problem in selling it to us so that we could do that. So thank you so much on that one. All right, so this next item here is another eBay sale. We kind of clumped all our sales together. And this is a vintage push button phone. I believe it's by AT&T. And our cost was $1 a while ago at a garage sale. And we sold it for $33.25 on eBay. Good evening, Denise Shears. Happy Monday to you. How are you doing?
All right. This next item is came from an estate sale. So we did an online estate sale. We purchased basically a basket of vintage dolls and plush toys.
Plush toys, yeah.
And you know, it surprisingly, I wasn't expecting these toys to sell.
I was, because I'm the one that bid on it.
But the next day after we listed them, they were sold. We sold like at least 3 already. This is the 4th one.
Yeah.
And we sold it for $30. We probably got it for $1 or less. And we paid for shipping. It was $5.70. So not bad.
Yeah, but this is a puppet. And I remember telling Michelle, like, puppets were hot in the 90s. I remember my brother and my sister had a birthday party, and it was like a whole puppet show. So, like, it's a little bunny rabbit puppet. I mean, you know, kids are at home right now. This is good stuff. Let's see here. We have some comments. Manny Aguilar 67 said, repurpose reusing is in. People that before would never consider buying used now do. 100%. We try to buy repurposed items as much as we can. Not only is it more affordable to do that most of the time, but we know it's being reused, and that makes us extremely happy.
So Denise has a comment.
Yeah, Denise here said, good, I finally made it live with you guys. How are you, wonderful ladies? We're doing fantastic, Denise. We're so happy it's Monday.
Yep.
How about you? How are you doing this evening?
Our Monday's going pretty well. We've got like 4 sales already today.
Yeah, our Monday's going awesome.
It's been a good Monday. All right, so we're moving on to Mercari. This is an Oster brand bread maker. We purchased this for $15 and sold it for $95, and we paid for shipping for $17 on Mercari.
Yeah.
So Mercari shipping's usually flat as soon as you put in the weight and the dimensions. They usually go for, you know, from a pound or less is $4.99, and then anything above would be about $12.50. And then if you go over like 15 pounds, it's about $17. So You know, some people like to shop there because the shipping rate is flat, and we like to sell on there because sometimes you do save money.
Yeah, and like free shipping is very attractive to buyers. So if you want to be competitive, offer free shipping, but don't offer free shipping at the expense of your pocket, you know? So if it makes sense, like, okay, we paid 15, we're going to pay 17 out of pocket. So our total cost on this was $32 plus $10, so $42, yeah. Right? Because we pay mercari commission. You know, we're still making like $45 in profit. And yes, we drove a long way to buy. Again, we drove a long way to buy it. We did spend our time. Probably per hour, it's not much, but at the end of the day, we're happy to provide the service people and make a little extra cash, you know, for the expenses we have. So Manny Aguilar 67 said, do you buy stuff that needs a lot of elbow grease, like cleaning a bread maker, mini oven, etc.?
Great question.
That's an excellent question. Yeah, and so also, Manny, if you want to, and anyone else, if you guys want to ask us some questions during the live, you can feel free to also post your questions on the little question mark sticker below, so we can highlight your questions in a very clean manner for everyone to see on the live. It will make it easier to read. But to answer your question, Manny, let's see here. Where are we? Okay, so to answer your question, we stray away from things that need a lot of elbow grease, mostly because Michelle and I, we do have jobs, like, you know, full-blown jobs that require us 40 hours plus per week. So we don't have time to spend on cleaning things. So if it's very dirty, we will not buy it.
Yeah, and it really depends, Manny. If it's an item that that's pretty easy to clean, even if it's like really dirty, you just kind of like wipe it once and the dirt is gone. Yes, we're happy to do that. But if it's like clothes with a lot of stains and stuff like that, that's a little bit more tough.
Yeah.
To clean.
Yeah, the most we're willing to spend cleaning something is 5 minutes. And it has to be simple to come off. Another really great question. Denise Shears says, do you guys have items that you don't sell? If so, what do you guys do with them? We do. We have items we don't sell. That is such a good question. Now, there's like different things you could do with those items, right? So first of all, you can relist them, right? So sometimes like items that haven't sold are kind of hiding and nobody will see them, because as you can see with the way the pandemic is and a lot of people selling things from home, those items are just going to get lost. So you relist them, you reprice them, you re-keyword them. Now, if they're really not going to sell because they're not in demand, then there's, you know, you could sell them in lots at a very low price.
You can lower the price.
Yeah, or last resort, you could donate them to like a Goodwill or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Manny Aguilar calls that the death pile. Death pile is money pile, Manny, right? It's our money pile.
All right.
Okay.
The next one.
We're going to go to the next one here, yeah. So the next one here were die-cast cars that we bought in a lot. We sold them for $32. We paid for shipping. We paid a lot. So we didn't make much on it, but like we said, these were, you know, selling kind of for parts. They weren't totally complete.
Yeah.
We did make a big error though on this one here. We didn't do a good job packaging the item. So one car arrived totally thrashed and broken. So, you know, that's one of the tricky parts about reselling. And we do cover all of these mistakes that we've made in the past, and they continue to come up now. We cover all of them in our 20 reselling mistakes to avoid ebook, which we have for sale on our flippingels.com website. It goes through everything. So especially if you're a newer seller or it's your first year, you want to make sure you master those 20 top mistakes that we discuss in there. And this is one of them. And we're seasoned resellers, and we still make these mistakes. But what would we have done differently? Well, first of all, we used a used Amazon box that was already a little flimsy. And second, we didn't put extra protection on the cars. We just basically put bubble wrap, which wasn't enough when a box gets smashed. So what would we have done differently to improve that shipping is to put each individual item inside of a smaller box, inside of the larger box. So that's what we would have done. All right, and Denise Shears has a question. She says, what's your favorite spot to find items? That's a really good question. So
before the pandemic, I love estate sales. You always tend to find treasures there. So that would be my favorite before the pandemic. After, I would say,
I mean,
Facebook Marketplace.
I love a good garage sale, but even before the pandemic, those are hit or miss. So I want to say my favorite place is thrift stores. I love thrift store shopping.
All right, this next item this was also sold on Mercari, and I wasn't expecting this to sell because it's so old. It's a Sunbeam grill panini sandwich maker. It cost us $5. Shipping was $12.50. We offered free shipping on this, and we sold it for $70.
Yeah, actually, if you look up the comps on eBay on these ones, these are high in demand, and they're flipping like crazy. So this is a bolo for you. You can look for more. Never go off of gut. Never go off of what you think. Always go off of facts and data. All right, so another question from Denise here. She says, is it harder to find estate sales and garage sales with this pandemic? Actually, it is harder to find garage sales. It is not harder to find estate sales.
Yes. You can also look for online estate sales. There's a company called Grayson and just estatesale.org. We have a lot of information there.
Yeah, and you can also check out some of our past videos that we have on estate sales. It will give you a lot of information for you to get started on sourcing there.
Yep. All right, this next item is a Philips VHS DVD player. However, the DVD player does not work. So we sold it for parts. You know, normally I would toss it away, but I didn't realize selling for parts is you make money too. Better than nothing, right? So
we do have to say, though, that there was some strategic marketing in the keywords to get this one sold. And when we made that change, this item flipped in less than a week.
Yes.
So what we did is, it's a perfectly good working, VHS player. The brand is really good. It's Philips. So basically, we advertise it as a VHS player. Notice the keywords, right? But then the rest says working only. So somebody who bought this for $29, it's a steal, because if you look at a VHS player, you cannot buy one for $29. It just doesn't exist. So VHS players are selling at $50 to $80 a piece. We could have easily probably, gotten a little bit more on this one if we wanted to. All right. So Denise here says, thank you guys. XOXO. See you next time. Going to make dinner. You guys are awesome. Have a fantastic Monday, Denise. Thanks for joining us. Hope you learn a lot, and feel free to keep asking us if you have any other questions about reselling.
Okay, we're moving on to Poshmark. So Poshmark, we got some sales this week. QUICKSILVER button-down shirt. We've had this for a while. We got this for $1 and sold it for $25, so that's not bad. Okay.
That's really good, actually.
And then
that means on this one they didn't negotiate; they just straight up bought it, which is like the best.
Okay, this next one is these are actually my flip-flops, which we happened to pick up on the street one day.
They're not your flip-flops.
No, I have these flip-flops. I have the same flip-flops.
She has the same flip-flops, but we got these for free.
Yeah, we got these for free. So
look for free items, guys. We talked about it last week. Free has been increasing our bottom line by a lot because it's zero cost.
Yes.
All profit.
If you go to Facebook groups in your area, a lot of people are trying to get rid of their free items. So we got these for free. They're super comfortable, and that person bought it for $30.
They're really cute too. They're like they're for women, and they're pink and gray and white.
Yep. All
right. So the next item is another Poshmark item. These Levi's, we bought them for $1 at a garage sale a while ago, and they sold for $20.
And the next one is a Mac Studio floral sleeveless top. Got it for $6. We're happy to get rid of it for $25. We've had this for a while too. So
yeah, that one was bought brand new at like a Marshall's or TJ Maxx, one of those stores. And so yeah, so that was a good one.
Okay, this next one is something that I picked up over like 2 years ago, I would say. I went to this garage sale, and I love this like vintage metal stainless steel card holder, and I got it for $1, and we sold it for $25.
Just a quick update on this shirt. I'm not sure why it says 25, but actually we sold it for 20, so we may have to adjust our earnings on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, perfect. So that was a Poshmark sale. Another Poshmark sale was a Mr. Coffee iced tea maker. We paid $10 for this one, and we sold it for $45. We didn't negotiate, but did we send out an offer on it? I feel like it's a little bit lower, no?
No. Sometimes Poshmark really surprises you because we, like this week, we sold 2 random items that I wasn't expecting to sell.
For sure. Like these shoes right here.
These shoes are Vince Camuto tan booties. Got it for $1 and sold it for $35.
Where did we buy these for $1?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know if they were $1. Maybe
we'll have to check.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to look, but we didn't pay much. I want to say this was part of that big lot that we got. Remember at that garage sale with several shoes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where. So still, it was about $2.50 per item, which isn't bad.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a Winter Olympic 2002 Games Salt Lake City sweatshirt. We sold it for $38 on Etsy, and we got this with a lot of vintage items from an estate sale. So we paid $15 for a box full of clothes. I think there was like probably 30 pieces in that clothes. So yeah, easily this was like $1 that we paid out of pocket.
This next one is actually one of my favorites too. We love going to musicals and Broadway show. This is something that is from like a long time ago, like the 1970s. It was like the first Grease Broadway show, Playbill. So a lot of people collect Playbill magazines. So if you guys see something, you should look it up. It might be worth some money.
So this is basically like when you go to the Broadway show, they give you a little pamphlet and it talks about the actors.
Correct.
And things like that.
Yes.
Right? Perfect. So yeah, $20 on Etsy. Okay, so this one was also an Etsy sale. This is a Black & Decker toaster oven. If you guys are looking for Bolo, check this one out. It has to be this specific model though. It cost us $10. We sold it for $149 again on Etsy. By the way, if you're interested in learning how to sell on Etsy, we have a webinar. How much is our webinar? I'm not sure. Don't quote me yet. It's really affordable. I think we're doing a pre-sale and it's going to be $9. Yeah. So we're going to do a whole webinar. It's 3 series, 3 parts. If you purchase before, like ahead of time, you'll pay $9. If you purchase the webinar the day of or after for the replay, then it will be $25. So anyway, it's going to be all about how to sell on Etsy.
Okay, this next one is a Corningware casserole. It was a freebie, another free pickup, and we sold it for $35 on Etsy.
Yeah, nothing like I say, like if you want to increase your bottom line on profits, pick up all those freebies. There's a lot of them out there. Good evening, Homegirl Thrift, the Tar Heel Flipper, and discount deals for you. Happy Monday to you guys.
TV.
Okay, next one here. Okay, so this next one here is one of our favorite items to sell. It's a Philips 13-inch color TV VHS combo. Our cost was $30. We sold it for $148. Now, I have to tell you guys something. If you are outsourcing for these kind of TVs on Etsy, you can easily sell this for more money than $148. I would try pricing it at $199, and I'm pretty confident you will sell it. It costs about $40 to $50 to ship this one. So keep that in mind if you're considering offering free shipping or discounted shipping. Also the supplies, use a heavy duty box. And actually we should make a video to show people how to ship, show other people how to ship these so you could sell them also. But yeah, it's just keep that in mind. It's going to cost you about $40 to $50 to ship it. Raise that price to $199.
Yep. And if you guys have board games and if you guys are using OfferUp is a great place to sell board games. We sold one last week. We had a lot of board games and they haven't been moving much, but almost always OfferUp people would make an offer. So we sold this for $15. It's a local pickup, so there are no commission or anything. A
quick tip, if you want to get some sales in on OfferUp, which is like a local or even Facebook Marketplace, Friday. Relist all of your board games on Fridays when people are looking for things to do. Right now, before people would go to the movie theater on a Friday, to the shopping mall on a Friday. depending where you live, we're in California. Nobody can do those things right now. And locally, people are searching for games. So something to consider there. So again, we're going to go through our recap, which was 25 items that we sold last week. 7 were from Poshmark. 8 were from eBay. 4 from Mercari, 5 from Etsy, 1 from OfferUp. Our total gross was $1,676.24. And our total profit was $1,220.24. A couple of things. We do have an OfferUp webinar if you want to learn about how to bank on the, what's kind of the opportunity that's here for us right now on OfferUp. It's originally a $19 webinar. It is on sale on our website for $9. And like I said earlier, we have an Etsy workshop. It's going to be August 15th, Saturday at 12 p.m. noon Pacific Standard Time. And this is a series of 3 Etsy workshops to show you and help you navigate starting an Etsy store, selling on Etsy, selling vintage items on Etsy. And we have a pre-sale going on of $9 on our website, flippinggals.com, if you're interested. And let's see if we have a question. I think we have a question here.
Maybe not.
Never mind. Okay. So that was it. Thank you guys so much for joining us on Monday. Remember, our goals for the week together as a cohort, our goals are to list 17 items a day, whether it's new or you are relisting older items. When you are listing or relisting, especially when you're relisting, don't just hit the relist button, but do a little research. Always go back and do a quick search on the item and see if you could pick up any new keywords to get that item sold. So right now we're relying heavily on 2 things. What your picture is going to look like, right? The quality of that picture, and what do your keywords say? Yes. Those are the 2 main things we're relying on. So keep us posted on your successes. Feel to send us direct messages during the week with any questions you have. You can watch this again on YouTube or IGTV. And remember, it's always available on the podcast. We upload daily.
Correct. And one advice from me would be utilize the dashboards on all your platforms. So Mercari has a new dashboard. eBay has a great dashboard now. It tells you every single detail about how many people click on your items, what's working, what's not. Analyze that and kind of like re-strategize and see how you can push your items out.
Oh yes, and tomorrow our live is going to be about fake sneakers. So if you want to tune in tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're going to be discussing how to tell fake sneakers from real sneakers. And any other ideas, shoot them our way. We're more than happy to dedicate a live to one of your questions. So,
okay.
Thanks again for joining us. Have a fantastic rest of your night, and we will see you tomorrow.